How's it going, everybody? It's Savoy, the first, and today we're going to be at Park Savoy in New Jersey, and we're going to do a review, check out the good, the bad, the ugly, bride's dress, groom's suit, the cake, the food, the service, all of the above from top to bottom. See if it would be a great place for you to have your wedding or your next event. So before we start, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Savoy the first, your wedding singer. Let's do it.
Savoy the first.
Today I am at the historic Park Savoy estate, which dates back to the 19th century. It has scenic gardens and stunning views, and exclusively for your use when you book a wedding at Park Savoy estate, and you have access to the entire venue on your special day. Now, if you've been following my content, you know I love when a venue has their bathroom fully stocked to make sure that the guests are fully prepared to look their best on the big day. Now let's check out the cocktail hour and see what kind of drinks and hors d'oeuvres that they have to serve the guests. Some places do his and her drinks, but at Park Savoy, they have a fully stocked martini bar. And the options are in abundance to choose from at the cocktail hour. You have your fried foods, but also you have your clams, you have your oysters, you have your shrimp, and a beautiful ice sculpture. You can even make your own hoagie. There's an oriental area as well. You have your pastas, you have your calamari, your seafood, everything you could ever want and choose from is right here in their cocktail hour. Sushi, salmon, you have your different sushi rolls, your different California rolls, sushi options, and your meats and cheeses, which is my favorite. Sometimes I don't have that too much because I need my voice to sing, and sometimes the cheese is a little bit too much for my vocals. But so far, the cocktail hour looks beautiful. Now let's check out the ballroom when it's empty. I think it's important for people to actually see the spacing and the size of what a ballroom looks like when there's no one there. You can visit the place, but when you visit it, you don't really get to see its setup, the ambiance, and the feel of what you're in store for when booking a venue for your wedding. As you can see, they set up the flowers beautifully along all the tables, and there's candles, and these aren't fake candles, these are actually lit candles, and they have their menus ready to take orders so that as soon as the guests sit down, they know exactly what they want to choose and what they want to eat for dinner. These are beautifully lit candles of all sizes. The tables are set up perfectly. Now, as everyone prepares, let's check out what it would look like from the bride and groom's perspective. This would be their main table, and this is a very simple 3-tier wedding cake. Very simple, very beautifully decorated. You have white pearls along each level, and this would be the main table where the bride and groom are the center of attention. They can look down and see the band and see everyone, their friends and family along both sides of the dance floor. Now, here's the ballroom filled with the guests. They're seated, They're prepared for the bride and groom to make their main entrance. And it's beautiful to see a packed room. Now, the grand entrance, the bride and groom are hyped. And notice how the staff is prepared along the sides. And they have the photographers ready along the sides too to get the best pictures and the high energy of the bride and groom coming in. And everyone's ready to party. The bridal party, the bride and groom, and people are getting out on the dance floor. Now, you know me, I love a good show, I love a good time. I love to see everyone having a good time on the dance floor and making everyone feel good. You know, Park Savoy has plenty of space for everyone, your friends and family, to really get out there and not feel crowded and clustered. One thing I can't speak highly enough about is the staff and the service at Park Savoy. When the dance floor is packed, you have the staff removing plates, taking dinner orders, getting drinks refilled, folding napkins. One thing that I did notice, this gentleman here, I forget his name. He is the maitre d', the bald head guy in the back with the glasses. As people are going to get drinks at the bar, as people are going to the dance floor, he's pushing in chairs. He's folding napkins. He's directing the other staff members and making sure that everything is timed perfectly for each segment of the evening to make sure that the bride and the groom have little to no worries when it comes to their big day. Every time I turned around, this guy, the maitre d', was taking care of every little detail. And as you can see at the main table with the bride and the groom, there are staff members holding her dress as she gets ready to sit, making sure her dress doesn't get tangled or caught, pushing her chair in, refilling the groom's drink, making sure they're comfortable and taking their orders for anything that they need. Another thing I appreciated about Park Savoy is that in the evening it began to rain a bit, but they were prepared for any and every weather conditions. That's the chapel, which is right across. They have the umbrellas prepared for the guests to move to and fro. And the maitre d', anyone that wanted to take a picture by the signs where the guest list is and their seating arrangements, which is a beautiful setup, he was prepared, he was ready to take pictures. Now let's talk about the band meals. It is always important to always feed your band. If you guys have been following my content, you know that you gotta feed your band. A hungry band is not a happy band, and an unhappy band doesn't make for a great show and entertainment, but Park Savoy came through and the food was delicious. Now that I have all this energy, it's time to party. One thing I loved about Park Savoy is that not only was there a lot of space, but the lighting and the way that the setup was arranged, it made people feel comfortable enough to get on the dance floor and have a good time with me, with the bride and the groom and the band. The bride and the groom, to me, and as you can see yourself, it looked like they really enjoyed themselves. And that's really what this is about. That's really what I like to bring to the stage. And that's really what Park Savoy allows their clients to experience. For me, it was great to see them happy. It was great for me to see them on the dance floor, having a good time with their friends and family. And while that was going on, the staff, once again, they get my applause, they get my love, because they were setting up the Venetian hour as everyone was still on the other side dancing and having a good time. And as that setup was going on and they transitioned to the other room where cocktail was being held, they had the creme brulee, the chocolate mousse, the chocolate fondue, everything you could ever want in dessert, chocolate covered strawberries, the wedding cake, people devoured that. And lastly, this was a special song requested by the bride and groom. Song for Mama. The bride and groom enjoyed it, and they're a beautiful couple. And now that we have approached the end of this magical evening, I'm wondering, what does Park Savoy have left? And to my surprise and the surprise of everyone else, there's a whole entire pizza truck, a brick oven pizza truck right outside, waiting for you to take a pie home with you. I love when vendors go above and beyond, and this particular vendor is based out in New Jersey, Avellino's. If you're ever in Jersey, check out Avellino's, follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Avellino's Pizza. Now let's go ahead and rate Park Savoy and see what we like and what we dislike. And to be honest, there's very little, if anything, to dislike about Park Savoy. The facilities, scenery, weather planning, staff, space, and food, I give it not 1, not 2, not 3, I sound like LeBron James now, but 5 out of 5 diamond rings. If you'd like me at your wedding, or details on the venues and vendors that I've been reviewing, check out the description below. You'll find the links to the websites and the vendors themselves, and you can always hit me up at ashwaientertainment.com and email me at ashwai.entertainment.com, and I will rate your wedding. I will be at your wedding. I'll perform at your wedding. I'm your wedding singer, Ashwai the First, and I'll see you soon.